All right. Let us start off, as we always start off, with roll call. Tokus.
Tokus.
Tutzig.
Yes, yes. Hunt.
Sleek.
Ooh, ooh, there's danger afoot.
And Boblin.
I'm bobbling.
For anyone watching, Dr. Strigan Shade could not be with us today. He is off doing real world things because that's more important. Anyways, when last we met our heroes, you had all been traveling through the jungles of Chult with relatively little in your way. There were some nighttime interactions, but considering that you now have a bubble to sleep in and some new companions who curb stomped the shit out of some fire newts repeatedly, you had made it to the other side of the Valley of Lost Honor intact. Now, low on meat and supplies, you went on a hunting expedition with your guide Mushrib. Within that hunting expedition, 3 of you got natural 20s and decided, hey, those look good. Let's eat them. And that's where we are. We have already rolled initiative, so everything should be good. Boblin, you're first. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll
Are we still in the planning phase? Because I may have an idea.
You may talk. Go right ahead.
So I've come up with a new spell that might just be the ticket to neutralizing. Yeah, yeah, these big bad dinos. But I need them to be bunched up first.
Is it Fireball?
Alas, I do not have that spell yet.
Is it the one that you make them into other things?
Is it Sleep?
I already have sleep, and I doubt that would be very effective against big bad dinos with big bad health.
What about polyamorous?
Polymorph Boblin.
Polymorph.
And that one's a little bit above our current power level.
What are these power levels you speak of?
But I am trying.
Don't you write your spells in a book or something?
Yes, yes, it's right here. It is hypnotic pattern.
Okay, so you need him gathered up.
Yes, yes.
All right, Boblin.
Well-
Let's gather them up.
I need ancient god armor and a bigger sword, but I guess that I don't have that, so Birdie doesn't get them gathered up. I'm not being bait!
Okay, then get off.
No.
Um,
Let's go.
Which is it? It's not being bait. Oh wait.
I don't like my chances on foot either.
Fair.
Okay, well, I have a crossbow. If you ride forward, I could shoot at them when I get in range, and that might get their attention. Unless you had another idea.
Wait, aren't they already eating something?
yes, they were eating a dead carcass of a large dinosaur. You can't quite make out what it was.
Look, that thing could have killed us too.
For all we know, Brontosaurus Boblin.
Uh huh.
Wait, it's not like the whole corpse is taking up this much space, is it?
No, I mean, if you want me to draw something there, I can.
But so are all three of them eating it?
Okay, so I feel like I'm going to have to.
Regardless, the corpse is of little issue.
Yeah.
Unless you intend to walk over there and politely ask if you can have some.
Verdi, do you speak to animals?
Alas, no, I do not.
I would consider the corpse of the dinosaur a 5-foot step up.
Difficult terrain. The word you're looking for is difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Well, then a 5-foot step up you could be on top of it if you need, and then it would be normal. But difficult terrain works perfectly fine as well.
Have you walked on a corpse?
Yeah, this is a giant, like, rotting dinosaur corpse.
Squish.
I don't wanna-
Squish.
I don't want to answer that question.
What are you talking about? We're not being listened to or anything.
Jared pleads the fifth.
All right.
All right then. Boblin, it is your turn.
Okay, so Totzig, is it your plan that we will ride close and create some kind of distraction to get them to chase us?
That's a plan.
Is it your plan?
I mean, potentially.
Why are you being coy? I'm on your side.
I feel this
Who
is
do you work for? He's an Allosaurus in disguise.
Possibly.
I'm gonna hold my action until Tokas and Bob would ride
Totzig.
ride close. God damn it, the tease. Ride close enough for me to hit one of them,
so
and
ju-
then
just so
yeah.
I know, this is a ready to action to hit it in melee when you get
no,
close
no,
enough to it.
crossbow, light
Well,
crossbow.
you can shoot it with a crossbow now.
Yeah, but I don't want to draw it back to the squishies.
Good boy.
Now, to be fair, you move one square, and that would also trigger your held action the way you said.
Well, okay. I'm gonna hold my action until
Until they're charging us.
yeah, I mean, until like we're over here, someplace that is decidedly not where the wizards and artificer and Musharib and all of them are.
Okay, so I understand your held action is you're going to attack
Presume,
either
yeah,
until you reach around here, like 15 feet, or they start charging. So
or Tatsi gives me the signal because Boblin would wait for his papa to tell him when to attack.
okay. Caveat: he's also an artificer, so that's
That doesn't.
what you
It's
said
Tall,
It's just like
It does not stop
who
his
wants
trigger.
to play who wants to be a millionaire? Like
that was the last bit of just like needling you, but I understand what you're doing. Okay, so holding your action until trigger. Totzig, your turn.
Okay. Bonus action. Medi turret pops out in the backpack up on my shoulder. To pump
oh, which
everyone.
shoulder? It matters. You didn't specify.
Do you not want the health?
No, the health. I want the health.
Stop being pedantic, or you're not getting.
Stop being pedantic.
I can be pedantic. I'm the DM. Fuck you. That's half my job.
Right.
The other half is making sure you don't go off the deep end.
Nah, there's
And then
nothing
there's
in
a
the
tiny
contract
part
about
with rolling
that.
dice.
Yeah. All right, so only 5 temp HP, but it does hit. Sorry, Togus.
Oh,
Did we
I'm,
long rest before this?
No?
But we shouldn't have expended anything.
No.
yeah. You should
Yeah.
be full health and full everything.
Yeah.
Do we get to a fight? Because I'm at 8.
You should be
you-
at full.
You should be at full. It might
Okay.
just be
You didn't hit the
the
button.
same. Yeah, it might just be the same token as last time you got into a fight.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Yeah, we should be at full, and we've gone up a level since the big fight, so our health should have gone up since last time.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we are going to ride out 5. Oh, this is how it works anymore. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40.
Okay.
We.
Pointing down to the one at the south to be the one that you shoot.
All right, and
A held action that upon charge, specifically when the creature goes to attack, I am going to cast Blur on myself.
I fire. Boop.
It didn't boop.
So you're going for
Ah,
Yes.
that's because I'm still Union. Hold
That
on.
one there.
well. That's
I looked at the character sheet. I
Th-
saw
th-
a character sheet. Did not realize it was not the right character sheet. That explains. Oh, god damn it! That explains my health.
I am Union.
I sure hope you didn't change your health.
Well, I did change my health, but I remember how much I was at.
It was eight.
Oh God! I'm
Yes.
being devoured by giant reptile.
I was
don't know.
wondering.
Forrest, you know,
I mean-
you're fighting an Allosaurus over there too.
Yeah, I mean that would be a bit of an improvement because he's fighting the predator.
Again,
need to
what
catch up on one
happened
day.
to the dark god of the mountain?
I am Boblin.
Ho!
Good boy.
Whew!
So you're aiming for this one.
The middle one, yes.
The bottommost?
Wait.
We're
You
trying to
said
corral
south.
them.
There's 2 of them that
They're
are south.
southmost. 'Cause
Oh,
we're
I
try-
thought you meant
we're
the one
trying
that
to
was
lure
literally
them.
directly south. Okay, yeah, that one. Well, is that in range?
Should be.
It's 80 feet. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that absolutely hits, and it does 15 damage. Goddamn. So at this point, the twang of your crossbow goes off. It slams into this Allosaurus, and you just see all 3 of them shoot their heads up and screech at you. As the fight is on. As Allosaurus number 1's turn, which is the one closest to you.
Like,
Movement
Banging my
speed,
shield.
perfectly fine.
All that.
5, 10, 15, 20. And okay, so it's not going to trigger that, but it will go to attack you, Totzig.
And Blur. It has disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage. Does this thing have multi-attack? It doesn't look like it does. So it just goes for one attack with a giant bite.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. Salik!
All right. In accordance with the plan, I'm going to hold my action and wait till the other 2 get make their move or get closer, and then I will cast Hypnotic Pattern. So for my action, I will hold my action, and I don't think I can do any bonus action, so that will be it for now.
Okay. Brian! All right, we need a tiny metal dinosaur for Brian's Iron Defender. But that is besides the point. Jara?
Muted. He is going to. Actually, he's just gonna run this way. And what hand axe does he have? Is it returning? Please tell me I picked the right one.
Yeah, I think Toxic gave him the returning hand axe.
No, I think he made it. Oh, that's Tokus.
I had given him a hand axe, which he should have made returning when he got his infusions.
Yes, it is returning. So he is going to throw it at the dinosaur.
Yeah. Throw check.
13 versus AC.
What are these things? AC. Just not a hit as it bounces off.
Okay. And then it returns. And his little dino would have been like here. Extra 40 feet. Bonus action, he is going to say, "Go get him, boy." One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. And that is his turn.
Okay. Musharib sees this all. And okay. He is going to not being afraid of dinosaurs at all. Always the smart individual. I say that in quotation mark. He's going to Hunter's Mark. The one that has been hit. I don't think that's. Yeah, it's just an instantaneous effect. So, blue mark. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. As he is he's going to ready his main action to hit the dinosaur if it gets close enough for him to hit with his mace. Dr. Stragan Shade. Oh right, crap! I need to pull out his thing. I haven't even looked at his spells.
He's not even here, isn't he?
No.
He's welcome to not be here.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
rather than risk getting his character killed without him here.
Yeah. So, have him just back at camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guard the
Okay,
camp.
that's fine. Okay. Just gonna move into that layer so I don't have to look at it. Allosaurus's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Musharib's going to get his held action. Also, okay. Yeah. So he's going to go into Skull Bash. Does this hit? On a 9, no. Now, Allosaurus is going to trigger Pounce. So if he hits with this, because he moved 30 feet in a straight line after him.
But he didn't hit?
No. The di- dinosaur.
Reeves. Okay.
Yeah.
The dinosaur. If this lands, he gets his pounce. I just have it there so I can look at it. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna hit.
Hey, Miss Brain. That's what you get for ruining the plan, Mr. Reeb.
It is a strength save. Oh dear lord.
That's
That's
what
what
you
he
get,
gets
Mr.
for-
Reeb. I'm not saying you brought this on yourself, but you literally brought this on yourself.
Okay, so first of all, he takes the 11 off of the claw.
He had 5 temp.
And knocks him prone. And makes a bite attack at bonus action. No, dear lord. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna hit as well.
We did inform Mushiri about the plan, yes?
He was literally sitting right there.
Yeah.
So no, he brought this on himself.
Negative. Oh wait, he had how many?
5.
bonuses?
5.
5. So he's at 12.
That's why what he gets for not following the plan.
Allosaurus.
Careful,
you
there's crocodiles
take
over
a fall
there.
back. He has just no luck with giant reptilian carnivores.
He did fine as a T-Rex.
5, 10,
I spelled that wrong, but
5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. It is going to go to attack Totzig at disadvantage. And if it hits, Pounce goes off. That's an 8. That does not happen because Blur. Blur is concentration, right?
It is, and
Okay.
Blur wasn't even the reason it missed.
No.
actually, hold up. I just remembered that, well, this is as close as they're going to get, so this would trigger my action.
Okay.
So since I won't be able to get all 3, I'll just focus on these 2. So it's a 30-foot cube. So that's... Oh, come on. I said draw a cube. Get rid of that.
We get the idea. It hits those 2,
Yeah. You would make it so it only hits those 2.
right?
Yeah, I'm just concerned because I think if anybody enters like the zone, they have a chance to get affected, even allies. So
Yes. Yeah, so basically, put the line where the Allosaurus is.
Yeah, put the borderline like on
Like,
right.
that's not great,
That-
but make it like a... Rotate it so that way.
No, not draw, measure.
Kind of like that.
There you go. I understand what you're planning to do.
yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and cast that.
Wiggity wiggity. Oh, hello. This is not what I was expecting.
What,
Hypnotic
wisdoms?
pattern. What do they have to do?
Wisdom saving throw of 14.
A glowing stick of incense or a crystal vial filled with phosphorus metals. Yeah, you have a focus, so as long as it doesn't have money attached to it, you can use that. Blah blah blah. Concentration or up to 1 minute. You create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air in 30-foot cube within range. Each creature in the area sees a pattern and must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed saving throw, will become charmed for the duration. When the charm, while they are charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has 0 movement speed. Ooh, okay. This is gonna be kind of a save or die moment.
Not really.
Not really, because if it takes damage, it gets to attempt to save again.
Okay.
No, it just ends
Does it? Squint, squint.
Ooh.
if it takes any damage.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is just like a higher level instant down sleep, which is better technically.
And it
Two
works in this
wisdom.
case because it's not based off of hit points like sleep is.
Yes. One stays up, one goes down.
That's okay. That means we only have 2 to deal with for right now, and then we can all focus in on the last one.
For the record, the pattern is only there for that brief instant.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just gonna use this eye because it
Basically-
looks cool.
Tiny objects!
If
And
anyone
with that, I will say,
solar flare. Oh God!
Pretty much.
and with
It's
casting
like
that, I will
seeing
say,
Freezer naked. Wait,
focus on that one
Ah!
and that one,
That one.
indicating this one and still on that. That one and the one that's currently bouncing Mushari.
Brian took
Alright.
that one's yours.
I'm already over here.
Brian isn't.
Brian's literally right by you.
I know. He just need to go save Whispering.
Tokus, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna make my little turret right here. Bonus action, ploop.
You really need to find some actual mini like art for your turret and or his Iron Defender.
That's bonus action. Why you not roll? $22.
22 will hit.
Okay. 2d8 force damage. Nice.
Oh,
And it's pushed
Ooh.
back 5 feet off Musharib.
hot damn!
He's
max
welcome.
damage.
And that was just my bonus action.
And 5 feet off of Mishri, right?
Yeah, 5 feet. And then I will pull out my wand and do a Ray of Frosts.
The new improved wand.
Yes. So that does an additional 8 cold damage.
Bruh, leave some for the rest of us. Jesus.
You see,
Look at all those goddamn green numbers.
I'm waiting for Monday when the other shoes are definitely gonna drop.
Holy moly! Wait. Oh, okay? So I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna do this now. So you shoot off your ray of frost as this thing's kind of getting back onto its feet, as it roars at you, and it goes right into its eye and just kind of freezes out its the blood and viscera that starts coming out, and it just kind of dead. Dear Lord.
I like this class now.
Now?
Impressive.
Great class.
Oh, it is. It's like once we got going.
Wow.
That's me done. I imagine Brian looks over. I got nothing else to do over there.
Brian's just like, hot sweet damn. Boblins, your turn.
Okay, so there are the two Allosauri.
That one. The one that's not staring off in space.
Okay, which one is staring in space?
The one that has
That
the
one.
eyeball. The one to our east. Hit that.
Can I? How close are we to it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Question: if I were on top of its head, and I were to stab it in the eye, would I get like an auto crit? Would I get advantage?
Haven't we been here before?
I feel like we've been here before.
Yeah, one involved leaping.
Still with this one.
This one might involve
Okay,
climbing.
so explain that again. So you're going to be jumping off of Totzig.
If Boblin jumps off of Totzig onto the head
Of not
this-
that one.
Not that one.
why would I not stab the one that doesn't know it's coming?
Because once it gets hit, it stops the spell.
I'm not gonna jump onto the head of an angry Allosaurus. That would be crazy.
I mean, it's still
Just the one
angry.
that's
It's
going
just
to be
stoned.
angry.
But I'm gonna use the opportunity to stab it in the eye.
Okay. Your papa's disappointed, but okay.
Well, now, oh,
No, okay, so we know exactly how to keep Boblin from doing anything. We say we're disappointed in him, and he just folds like a newspaper.
Because I've already said my in-character stuff. We kill that one. Pointing at the one that's about to eat me.
all right, fine. Is it within melee range?
Yes?
Yes?
I'm small. I want to clarify. All right. Boblin's gonna go that one and draw his rapier and slash at the face of the menacing Allosaurus.
Okay.
Extra
12.
attack.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
23 does.
That surely will. For 9 damage. As it has now realized that there is something not blurry on top of the blurry thing that it can see.
Hi. Nice to meet you. All right,
Totzig.
that'll be Boblin.
Are you talking to our food?
You don't?
Temp HP up to 7. Like, just no response. Boy, do I miss having access to extra attack, but that's fine. We are going to hand axe to the French. $16 for 4.
That'll hit for 4 damage on the one that's still up. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's bonus action. Basically just, you know what? Stay in a tricksy play. I'm not going to so much as use my movement, but I am going to rear back and toss Boblin off my shoulders.
Why?
Goblin,
For your
make an
protection?
acrobatics or athletics check.
Because Dad cares.
Enough to give him a concussion when he hits his head on a rock.
I mean, you hit a rock. That's your fault.
You land on your feet. You land with a roll on your feet.
Should have used Strawberry as a helmet.
Strawberry is the one wearing the helmet. I don't know how he made the helmet.
I have master smithing.
Oh, yeah.
My first feat as a master smithing god is a tiny little helmet for my monkey squire. Oh, look at him. He is so cute, Papa. Look, I made him a helmet.
Oh, that is where Tiny Dino is. So probably here's a better spot.
Oh, is the little 4 signifying
Yeah.
Robo Dino?
Robodino is a little swiggle.
Uh,
But that's me done.
Okay. Allosaurus, that is still up that you have been poking to death. Going to try to bite at you. At disadvantage.
Doing my job. Phew.
See, this time it was the blow that saved you.
Snap. And then it is going to shift and move this way. Zalik.
All right, since hypnotic pattern is concentration, I am going to continue holding that pattern.
That's not your action. You're
You
just good
can
to go.
still cast
Yeah.
up spells.
Yeah, that is just like a thing you can hold for.
Like your cantrip attack spells, you can cast those.
Yeah.
I can continue to cast spells as normal. It's just if I get hit, I lose that that
If
spell.
you get hit or try to cast anything else labeled concentration.
Yes.
Oh,
So yeah, you can cast normal spells. It's just you can't cast anything with concentration in it. Or if you get hit, you have to make a save to keep it going.
okay, I get it now. Sorry, there's a fly buzzing around here. All right, I will go ahead and cast magic missile at second spell slot.
So it's 4 magic missile? Yes.
So that's a what is that again? A 48, 46?
4d4 plus 1 on each. So technically plus 4 if you're all going to the same one.
Looks like 5, 2, 4, and 3.
So an extra 3.
Yeah, so 14 damage. Nice, nice, nice.
And
Stick
just
up.
to clarify, that's all focused on this one, the one that's still
Yes.
standing.
Yes. I understand. Brian's turn.
Other Dino Boy. Bonus action and for action, hand axe.
Dear God, man. Your rolls tonight are on fire.
It was a really well made hand axe.
And then floop. And then Dino's gonna squeak between Tutzig and Boblin.
He's just gonna squeak between between the legs of the horseman.
Yes. And then Force Empowered Rend.
All that will work.
D8 plus 2. For 3 force damage.
It hits, but it doesn't quite do as much as you'd like.
And that is my turn done.
Musharib will get up for half movement.
And I'm just staring at him for ruining the plan.
Fuck! I knew it. I saw it. It was gonna come this way. I'd rather it hit me instead of you.
I think I'm tankier than you. In my half plate. In my dwarven half plate.
Rude.
Now, to be fair, he hasn't gotten any armor on this adventure, and
That's
he's a
not his fault.
druid.
That's his
So,
fault.
Yes. Well, he's druid slash hunter. He's considered a druid, but has some some ranger spells. This man's weird. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna chuck his hand axe.
I duck.
You hear him scream, like, "Ah, yeah, yeah!"
Just no trust.
As you see, slam it into this thing's forehead and just make it look like a unicorn for a second there. That one's dead. That one's unconscious. Tokus, it's your turn. It doesn't get
Okay.
saved on its turn, right? Just when it gets hit.
When it
When
gets
it-
hit.
When it gets hit, the spell ends.
Does it get a save on its turn?
Don't believe so.
Wait, which one did he hit?
This one.
Okay.
Only when it takes damage, or,
Okay,
so,
only when it
or
takes-
if something else attempts to shake it from its stupor.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. So
Okay.
Tokus, your turn.
I am going to start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move forward and Ray of Frost that one. Uh, 22
22 will hit.
for 20 points of cold damage.
You just see this Tokus cocks his wand like a shotgun.
Well, it is an arcane firearm.
I'm just picturing that moment in Scary Movie 3 where the guy cocks a fucking shovel. Bam! As you just see this thing's head explode. It had one hit point.
And then bonus action. 1, 2, 3. 22.
At the one down.
Yes.
All right. You hit, and because you hit on a downed opponent, or is it?
It's just incapacitated.
Incapacitated, which I think still gives auto.
It's the other. It's the other way around. I looked.
Okay, so normal damage.
See,
Oh,
it came around
well.
eventually.
Well, just on your damage. At least you're hitting regularly.
Yeah.
It still has to get up from.
By the way, it is pushed back 5 feet.
It wasn't downed, right? It was just
No.
It was just incapacitated,
okay.
but it stumbles back
So,
5 feet onto the
From
corpse.
that, so it would go
Yeah.
this way.
It would go
East.
this way, 5 feet.
That way. There.
Oh, that's me done.
Okay. Boblin, good sir.
Boblin. Okay.
You've just seen your fellow companion blow the head off of a dinosaur 3 times your size with a stick.
I should learn magic. Okay.
I have never heard of anything scarier.
We'll work on it.
Look, you have a divine artifact on your arm. Let's see what happens if you make a deal with the dead dwarven god.
Or just do your homework.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I'm
there are
already
plenty of other
learning
ways.
magic. It's called literacy. Okay.
Literacy is very magical. Yes.
So this thing is now awake
Yes.
Yeah.
and angry.
Yes. And technically pushed into the corpse of the rotting dinosaur. So it's just covered in viscera.
Okay.
I believe.
So charge.
Attaboy.
Boblin power.
It's-
Step.
It screeches at you.
Yeah.
Stab.
Step.
Make your stab.
Stebo uno.
Oh, that hits.
Y stebo dos.
That also hits. Jeez. Everyone's rolls tonight. Jeez. Let's hope that keeps up once you guys get into chapter 3. Totzig.
All right. So I'm assuming it's still up.
Yes.
So we are going to Do the good old cycle charge. Gotta move at least 10 feet in a straight line. That starts with the hand axe. $14 for 8.
That'll hit.
All right, and then hooves. 18 for 4.
That'll hit.
Just switch the tens place. I mean, ones place.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. That's me done.
Okay.
Just
That one's dead. Sleek.
cycle charge.
Yeah, all right. I will go ahead and move just a smidge closer. And I will fire off Ray of Frost.
As far as you can tell, they have vulnerability to ice, apparently.
Yeah. Also, that would do a 2d8, not 1d8 plus 3. Silly.
Oh wait, for Ray of Frost?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it has intelligence modifier on the damage.
It does not.
No. So roll
You're not
another
an evocation
D8,
wizard.
which I believe. What kind of wizard are you?
A birdie wizard.
Divination?
Yeah.
Uh,
What's
uh,
what subclass are you?
actually, okay. Where would I find the subclass? Because I know I would have
what
added.
school did you pick at level 2?
Oh, evocation.
Oh, then
Okay.
yes, you do get your modifier if I remember right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, then yeah, the first one, I suppose.
So you just
You still get the
next
D8
time
the
you get a
extra D8.
chance- Yeah, you get the
Yeah.
extra D8. Add that whenever you get a chance to your spell.
Actually, that's not an evocation thing.
Isn't it?
Nope.
Imparity
No,
not-
Ray of Frost is evocation.
No, the plus. I know a thing or two about.
It is,
evocation.
but not until level 10.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
pulled it up.
Yeah.
So it's only 2d8 until you get to level 10, sir.
Yep.
All right. Musharib.
Your axe is over there.
I don't need my axe. Ah! 5,
I swear to God, if he rolls a
15,
natural 1.
25. Crunch.
That would be the best thing ever.
I don't need my axe steps on this corpse and just falls in it.
Oh.
He goes up, just like sloshing through the ichor and rot, and just like cracks it with this mace that he's had for so long, which is a fucking reinforced like handle with like a bunch of tiny skulls around it that have been reinforced over time, which he calls skull bash. So he just cracks it, and you hear a crack as this thing's neck breaks as it drops to the ground. Ha! It just points to you, Totzig. I knew I could do it.
Is it dead?
Yes,
Okay.
he got it right on the money.
Well, let's start harvesting before scavengers show up.
Yep.
All right, help me drag this damn thing out of the.
We have two. I think that's plenty.
Say, that'll be our
Why
tribute.
waste meat?
That'll be our tribute to the jungle. We've got 2.
Right, here, you
I'll start working on this one with Ryan.
step on its skull. Make sure it can't come back as a zombie.
You have a giant hammer, sir.
Literally called Skull Bash.
Fine.
I figured this would be a great way for you to vent your anger. Not like we all just watch you just the shit torn out of you. And yes, I'll start on this one.
Beats the crap out of this thing's skull for like a good minute, making sure that The skull is good and broken.
I think that went rather well. Well, mostly. Looking glaring at Musharib.
Wow. You know, when the guy who's asleep for half the battle notices you did something out of the plan, just say it.
Especially when it was his plan.
So, from Tokas, Salik, and Brian, survival roll. 2 highest.
Could Brian assist me?
Are any of you proficient in survival?
Yes.
Then yes.
I am not
If someone
proficient.
is proficient in survival, they can assist you.
I am proficient in
So,
survival, so
Musharib
I'm
and
having
I-
one of them helping
Okay.
me.
Mm.
Handing them parts as I slice them off. Hey!
21 and a 21. Oh no.
By the way, I do make sure to get a tooth.
So Tatsig and Tokus, you just start going off on this Allosaurus. It's a large beast. The hide might come in handy, so you kind of put that off to the side so you could shear it kind of clean and dry it off. It'll you get the meat, you get a good amount of meat, some teeth, bones for your MacGyvered inventions out of the jungle. Boblin, you managed to rip a claw off of this thing's tiny little arm, and you just have this Allosaurus claw.
Yeah, it's a trophy. It's my good luck charm.
It still has like sinew and flesh still on it, but you got it all by yourself.
I offer it to Strawberry to gnaw on.
Just starts gnawing on it.
All right then. Load up the saddle and then let's head on back to camp. Start getting these others dried up before they start to rot again.
Yeah.
And watch out for
Let's move.
crocodiles.
And Allosaurus now, apparently.
No, we can handle them.
We
Yeah,
handled the
you
crocodiles.
guys
Yeah.
spotted a bunch of stuff over here.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the let's not stumble into the snakes on the way or the newts on the way. You know.
Or the Brontosaurus.
I mean,
Or the flail snails.
I'm pretty sure the Bronto will be fine. It's as long as we don't try to kill it. Boblin
What?
wanting to murder a nice, peaceful herbivore.
That was not my. This is a misconstruction.
I look at Brian like, did you? Because I didn't. That's not one of mine. Just scoop Boblin up on the
Trunks?
shoulders.
Yeah.
Hey, Boblin, you're kind of cramped on the back. There's a lot of
Shoulders,
meat.
not on the saddle.
Yeah.
I'm not that mean. Here, sit on the dead meat.
Oh, filet.
You have a good amount of meat that should last you. So last your party, considering everyone within it, about two.
I was gonna say, that corpse that they were feasting on, it's pretty well past the point where it could potentially become a zombie, right?
Yeah, like you see bits and pieces that have been missing. It's been rotting for good couple of weeks. It looks like it might have been a zombie dinosaur at one point and just kind of collapsed and stopped.
Okay. So,
What happens when when the sinew holding your bones stops working? They don't have skeletons on Schult. They only have zombies. As far as I remember. I might be wrong. I haven't looked at all
I'm
the
sure there's at
monsters
least
that are
one
in this.
skeleton.
Somewhere.
Inside of us.
So once we're back in camp, the first thing is getting all the meat as tightly packed into a specifically 5-foot cubic space. Purify food and drink.
Perfectly fine. You managed to like clear off a section of forest floor, put something down so it doesn't immediately just like, oh, there's a bunch of dirt on the bottom. Fuck.
Well, I'm more worried about the diseases and
Yeah, you put
Yeah.
you put it all on the on your spots, make your chalk marks, and you just see it all just kind of shing.
it doesn't even have track marks. It's only verbal and somatic.
I'm fair. Nah.
It matters, sir.
I'm being flouncy. Allow me to be flouncy.
But meanwhile, let's get our bubble up. Get
Yeah.
some rest. I think at least one of us is
Uh,
bleeding profusely still.
Yeah,
Everybody stares at the dwarf.
There's like I want to point out, there's 3 healers none of us have offered.
he's. You can absolutely see in his face. He's too proud to ask at this point in time.
Like, it's not gonna happen unless you ask.
I'm fine. You see the fucking bite mark in his spine.
Yeah, good
He's
night's rest.
holding it together through sheer dwarvish bravado. So, Salik, I believe you are gonna have to pop another spell slot for
Ritual
your tiny hut.
casted.
Oh yeah, tiny hut's a ritual. Never mind.
And as I'll be getting at least the first chunk of leather dried up by the fire, I'll take first watch.
All right.
I'm just curious. Would Tiny Hut just automatically clean the area it takes up?
Well, in my mind, it kind of puts you on a platform that is off the ground, just so it has a cushion area, and then just like a dome. It is however you want inside the bubble. So you could be on the ground, you could not be on the ground. It's all up to you. Oh yeah, Salik, you asked about something last week before this that I wanted to catch up on. You said you wanted to channel your magic into your dreams.
Right, and last time I rolled for that, it did not go well.
Yeah, that was last week, and you got a bit interrupted. So I would like you to roll your Arcana again to see
Alrighty.
if it actually happens because you're actually going to sleep right. 14. Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right, let's see. That's a 21.
Okay. So, as Tokus, as Tatsa goes to start his surveillance, I will be asking for your bit soon, but I assume you're not going to wake him up for watch because I don't think you've ever had him do watch. No, you had it once and he rolled really low because
Oh,
narcoleptic.
excuse me 1 second. I need to grab the flask water.
Well, okay. Cut back to that bit later then. So that's a perception check for the night. Hello?
I had hit the mute button. First I said, hey, that's a weird dream using the fly swatter, and two, I said I would like to use my passive as I am technically focused on arranging and drying the leathers.
Ah.
I'm back.
I.e., I would like to use a feat that I apparently have had since like I think level 4, and just keep forgetting about.
All right.
Spend my
So-
feat slot on this.
Speed things up a bit, but yes. Gonna just roll to see if anything happens. Interesting. I have Salik's little thing right now, so I will get back to you in a moment. But considering that you, from what I can tell, have a passive perception of 20.
Yep.
So it's
I am
at this point in
observant.
time, it's really hard to get past you unless something,
Is a dark god of the mountain.
yeah, or crazy things in the jungle. So we'll get back to you in a second. Salik, as you channel your magic, as you go to sleep, you feel it overtake you as you breathe in, breathe out, slow yourself, expand your consciousness, and then you feel a stir, a ripple. As you open your dream mind, you see a city in flames. A city, a Choltish city, one that you haven't seen before, but you recognize the architecture. Laid within a massive, what is the word for it? A massive basin. This city is under siege. Demons and monsters of all kind pillaging and destroying, and you're seeing flames abound. And as you watch, as you see giant feathered serpents, giant winged serpents do battle in the sky with what looks to be this dark shade hovering above everyone, cackling mad as he just points a finger, and one after another drop and fall. As the creature you're seeing just hovers his way down to the captured people of the city, and with a single snap of his finger bends them to his will and says, "Soon the pieces."
And it says what?
And he will say, as he says, "Soon the pieces will all be in place." As he laughs maniacally, which I am not going to do because there are people sleeping right now, very close. As that is your dream. Totzig. Luckily for you and your party, the magical hut seems to be in a secluded enough area that what you see hasn't seen you. As you look over into the forest and through your through what night vision you get from just adjusting to it, adjusting to the night of Chult, you see a group of snake men and and giant snake abominations dragging individuals in chains down through the jungle past you in the night. It's a bit too far to see who is in chains other than humanoid size. But you do notice that their captors are absolutely from your experience, U1T.
Huh. They're heading the way we will be heading.
From what it looks like.
Okay. Toss some dirt on the fire to lower it down and just wait it out.
All right. Do you wake anyone else up for second watch? As you see Salik kind of twitching in his sleep. His staff a bit more aglow than usual.
Wow, kinky.
Well
I heard one snigger. I win.
You got a reaction out of me. I will say that. I will admit that to your face. I just did a face, not a snicker.
There's no one who is already awake at the exact moment. Probably not. Probably. I think that's the worst that's going to come by in my imagined, and want everyone to be as well rested as possible.
Okay. If you're not going, are you going to stay up all night?
No, God no.
Okay. So you
Believing in the hut.
believing in the power of the hut and your ethereal straw bedding that Salik has produced for you. Because aesthetic. I don't know. I just find it funny. With no other interruptions, you all wake up in the morning. So,
Yay, we get to hit the button. Because I spent so much in that fight.
yeah,
I mean,
Salik, you do wake up
Yeah, I did.
perfectly fine, considering your saving throw. Nothing goes awry.
Lads,
Yeah.
I've had a bit of success last night, and I was able to occur a most curious dream akin to a vision. And with that, I will recount what I dreamt up.
All right.
which
In my dream,
Sort of a
Strawberry
over
was
breakfast
talking
thing.
to me.
like handing both of them a plate. Just okay.
Strawberry says there's chocolate just over the next hill.
Strawberry is a monkey.
Boblin,
Yeah?
food.
Oh, no.
We've got some of the special locals pass by during watch.
Oh?
Yeah, some UNT bastards, slavers, snake folk. Look to be hauling a few folk in chain. So if nothing else, we know there's a settlement nearby, or at least there was a village of some decent size that they had to have hit. Fairly good chance we keep on our exact path, we'll run into them at some point, and well, I'd rather take them at rest if we're gonna fight them. Otherwise, if we're not, get around them nice and quiet, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see who they was dragging off?
People in chains.
Like people?
So, Bob, when you're gonna learn this about your dad today, I don't see in the dark.
Goblin's eyes go wide.
I know it's really
Do I have
weird.
dark vision?
You do.
Yeah, okay. I had to check. Like, neither do
Boblin?
I.
Boblin? do you
You know-
actually believe After this much conditioning that he is your actual father.
It's like, wait, what? Ah! Yeah, no, that the fancy seeing in the dark things with acuity. Yeah, I don't have that. I just saw silhouettes and shapes and paid attention to the sounds more than anything.
You saw the silhouette of a giant bodybuilder sized man with 2 snakes for arms.
Yeah, he gives really good hugs.
Don't let him give you hugs.
So, but we are not too far away from our destination. If we can get back onto the map.
Not a problem.
Thank you. And no comment, Tokus, because for all he did survive.
Yeah.
So we should be out. Waiting for it to load. So, they were they north or south of our camp?
South of your camp.
Okay, then we're going to try and take this northernmost pass.
Okay. So, like usual, assisted survival with Musharib. Dear Lord. Okay. Someone, please give me a D4 to see if you guys make it the extra way.
I'll roll it. That's a 4.
You absolutely make it. So, as you are here, and with a 22, an 18 on the die, it doesn't take long before you find a bit of a clearing, or at least what it looks like a clearing. As the jungle parts to reveal a dead city enclosed by sheer cliffs. Ruined buildings and stone boulevards rise like ghosts from the floor of the misty basin. Colorful birds glide overhead. A waterfall pours into the basin, creating a swollen river that floods much of the city before draining into a deep rift filled with molten lava. A ruined palace lies a few hundred feet from the edge of the streaming abyss. As I am going to get you guys to the next map. Give me a second, because there's no fast way to do this.
Drag the whole player group over, and there you go. That's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
quick.
just
Well, I
happened.
think it's the map's on a scroll bar.
Yes.
Oh, you can shift your pages around.
Ooh.
As you come to the cliffside, overlooking Omu.
So probably like somewhere over in this area.
More. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Because we came
Where?
down. We came down from the north to the west side of the city.
Yeah, so like
So-
over here.
Okay.
Wow.
Literally anywhere in that area.
Remarkable.
Music plays. The camera pulls back slowly as the ending title screen goes. End of chapter 2. Welcome to the Forbidden City. As that's where we're going to stop for the night.
And throw a goblin into this bubbling pool of lava.
That's a long walk. We could just drown him in the river.
I will say,
Fair.
with all of your with passive high perception, you do notice a stairway over this way. all the way south of where you guys are.
Okay. Before we close it, do we see motion? People like walking the streets or anything like that, or Russian creatures?
Slithering the streets.
Not that you can tell right now.
Okay. Going mute.